Hello. I have 2 messages to deliver. Okay, this is from July 21st, 2016. Okay, that's how far back we're going. That's how far back we're. Okay, we're getting the past is coming off your back. Okay, all the way back from 2016. Short. Okay, 88. 8 plus 8. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Okay, number 1. It's time to get started. I can't wait forever. Trigger words 511. Okay, message number 2. A natural addition is coming. Pregnancy. Okay, that's a message that's been happening for a while now, you guys. In your earth, in your nature, yeah. Look, 5 plus 1. Yeah, the 6 of Wands. You guys, a child is coming, and that child will be really celebrated. That child could be an old king, an old pastor, an old master, someone who really won for their people, someone who really celebrated and, was celebrated in life and is to be celebrated again. There's something very, very, very beautiful coming to the fold for a child who is coming into your life, into the world, and you will get to worship them. You will get to raise them. You will get to be a part of their life in such a beautiful way, magnanimous way, and that is how the gods are paying you back. Okay, so the way that you receive this child might be a little bit unhinged, might be a little bit crazy, but it's the gift that you gave. It is the gift that you receive. And it's the gift that others despair in. It's something that's on you're in your cradle. Okay, and it's a very, very beautiful, very, very beautiful massacre. I don't know what to tell y'all. Okay, there's an ending happening, but it's like the dinosaurs, the dinosaurs, what their death allowed for. Okay, what their ending allowed for. And the birds remain. The birds still remain, and they chatter across our skies, and they live on within all of us. So there's something really, really beautiful coming to the fold for a child beneath the air, earth, wind, and fire. So this could be a fire sign. This could be a child who's going to be born in as a fire sign. All right. Could be a very spiritual leader, a kingdom come kind of folk who really knows how to gather and corral the crowd. Could be a pastor, a preacher, someone who really, hits right on target, really understands a message and how to deliver it. And this will be a really great deliverance for you. Could also be a really great delivery for you. The delivery could be easy. And this child could really last a long time. This child could live a long time and do really great work for a long time, and just is a protector of nature and the people in a way, is a chameleon, can change into many shapes and forms, but really relates to the earth and to nature and to women. But this could be a son that is coming into your world, into your life. So that's very exciting, you guys. I'm very excited. Worship and nurture this energy. Help. Worship and nurture this energy. Nurture this energy. There's definitely, something's, look, a tornado's coming. A tornado's coming, but it ends up leading to really good things. But something is definitely coming. An old partnership, an old bond is being created, and what it relinquishes as you reconnect is like it unleashes a child into the skies, into this earth. So whatever you are partnering with, and this is a natural pregnancy, this is a natural addition. So this was very unexpected by you. Oh, and I've got a message here about what you were creating today. So there's that 10 of Wands energy, this energy that makes you doubt yourself, this energy that makes you feel unwanted, that makes you unwanting, unrelenting. Spirit is asking you to be unrelenting in your focus and in your force of life. Spirit is asking you to give patriotically to this weapon of wisdom that you have, this knowledge that you have. Spirit is giving you back a knowledge and a wisdom and a weapon that you can use. Knowledge and wisdom that you can use as a weapon. Spirit is giving you back a tool. You have gone to school, you have educated yourself, and Spirit has now given you back something that before you didn't know how to hold and how to handle. It's like you give your kids the key to the car when they're 12 and you say, okay, in 4 years. You know what I mean? So it could be 4 years. It could have been 4 years, 444. Shout out to our reading from yesterday. But it could have been 4 years, And this is a message from the past. I forgot. So that would be 2012. We were talking about 2012, and I was saying the world did not get worse after 2012, even though a lot of people were saying it did at my workplace, which is another reason why that door needs to shut. But yeah, you guys, there's something really, really beautiful here. A chameleon, a transformation, and what it brings to the front is really, really beautiful. Yeah, just past life and childhood and freedom and pressure, fierce freedom and pressure. Freedom from pressure. Yeah, the only kind of pressure is like the stomping into the ground of seeds. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that, can't be replaced but is ever replenishing. You are building a garden that will continuously grow, endlessly grow. We've got that 541, that 514, these numbers that, will show up for the rest of your life. There are certain things that will continue to show for the rest of your life. Because of the sun, because of this gift that is coming into your life and happening quite naturally, quite effervescently. And yeah, the scales are being tipped in your favor. So very, very fruitful. You're very, very fruitful at this time. I don't know what to tell you. You're very, very fruitful. Yeah. And you have the weapon to see, you have the eyes to see. So really feed and nurture that energy, because there's something that and you are a creator in this realm and in other realms, and multiple ways to create. And what you are creating now in terms of the sun, you are also creating something just as impactful in another version, in another place of your life. So begin to understand that and begin to resonate with that, because it is wonderful. I'm also putting into perspective the eyes of the inventor. It's like we never thought about who the great grandmother was of the tarot. Who was the great grandmother of the guy who created the tarot? We don't know. But who knows what seeds she planted in her life to be able to create that and invent that kind of history, The great grandmother of Jesus, that kind of energy. It's like you don't always remember these inventors, but epigenetics has taught us that, the seeds are stored in the mother. The seeds are planted in the earth, and they were stomped in long times ago before we ever knew what would come of them. You plant trees not for your children, not for your children's children, but for your children's children's children, and for their friends, and for the cousins and the families abroad and above and all below. And you give to the earth and you nurture the earth just because you see a future for the earth, you see a future for this world. And that is what's coming into the fold right now. Spirit is talking to you about this, the lovers, these people coming together with divine accordance, with this soul blending and mending into one, and noticing that of two trees comes one fruit, of two spines comes one body. Comes this unveiling, this halo, and this beautiful, beautiful fertility that will create the child. Okay, will create the child. Lesson number 1. And you must know this lesson to learn it. You must know this lesson to live it. Don't be afraid of what you don't understand.